Live. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, and all that's good for the day. The Lord add His blessings to everything we do and say. Thank Him for giving us a restful night, waking us up to a beautiful morning. To be alive, Lord, we have to give Him thanks. Because it's not because we are good, we are nothing. But He has made us into somebody. And He has given us a night's rest that we are to be thankful for. Good morning, good morning. I see I have company. Lift up the name of the Lord. We're just out of our beds and we have to give God thanks for another day. So whether or not you believe in the Holy Spirit, the God above, whatever, I know there's a God somewhere who watches over us all. He makes the night into day, but whatever situations we have, we can go to Him. So I am so happy. I'm so happy to be alive, to be among the land of the living. I'm really happy this morning. Things could have happened wherein I could have gone into sleep, not waking up until when I hear the trumpet. But even then, I'm asking the Lord to keep me faithful and help me to inspire others to come to the throne of grace before it is too late. Let me thank Him again. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you for life. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for open doors of opportunity. Thank you, Lord. I pray in Jesus' name. I give you thanks. Amen. Amen. I'm going to read to you another Psalms this morning. I think I like to read. Um, I like to read another Psalm, not the same one that I read yesterday. There are so many Psalms, so we don't have to stick to one particular, but sometimes they become our favorite. We'll look at Psalms 9. All right. I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou sattest in the throne, judging right. Thou hast rebuked the heathen. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name forever and ever. O thou enemy, destruction are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities, the memorial is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Sing praises to the Lord, which dwelleth in Zion. Declare among the people his doings. When he maketh inquisition for blood, he remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble. Have mercy upon me, O Lord. Consider my trouble, which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death. That I may show forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. The heathen hath sunk down in the pit that they made in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not men prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Here goes the word of the Lord. Thank the Lord for another morning, giving him thanks for his grace and mercy, because only his grace and mercy can take us through. Only God's grace and mercy can take us through. He is a God of, is a God. Hi, Osani, good morning. Hi, Osani, good morning. How are you doing? Just as I start the live, the troll start. The trollers start so early. The trollers are out early, but I'm not going to let them frighten me or let me get discouraged. God is a God of peace and a God of justice. So we must call on him at all times. The truth. Yes, I'm happy. I'm just up. So my voice doesn't sound that nice, but I have to still give him thanks. And what better way can I do it than to start it with the word of the Lord? The Lord is so good. It's right. And without his mercy, we can't make it. You see, as the morning lights, the trollers are up like they're having a job. I'm happy that you're here, Osani. Give you thanks. Thank the Lord for waking us up to another day. I've just been out of bed not very long, but I'm trying to do the mornings, do my live in the mornings at times. Because in the mornings, you're already up and about. So that's why you see me this now. I've been doing this from last week early. Because my schedule is it's varying, so I have to work with my schedule. How are you? Good morning. I hope you had a restful night and not worrying about that little conversation. I'm looking forward to a very good day, which can be so meaningful. I myself is looking forward to having a good day. I don't know what the day has in store, but I'm facing it head on, but with positivity. So I hope you do well too. I hope you do well too. Yes, I I do. I like to start off my day with the word of the Lord because it's the word that is keeping me. To be honest, yes, and I'm thankful for the word. I'm so thankful. What better way to start off a day without having God's word? It can't be good. The best way to start a day is to present yourselves before the Lord and allow Him to cover you and keep you and give you wisdom. Because there are so many darts that are coming at us that if we're not careful, we collapse under them. So by ourselves, we can't even slip the darts because they're coming so fast. So we have to ask Him to be there for us and cover us and keep us safe. And what better way to do than to give Him thanks when you're awake? Get up in the morning and realize that, oh, you're among the land of the living. You have never tasted death. You're happy. So what? Give Him thanks. Give Him thanks. These shoulders are so busy. I don't think they sleep. I don't think they sleep. So as I map them out, I I I, I just get them away. They work in various ways, and they will trick you into thinking that, oh, I'm with, I can get something going now. And they create an argument, and if you create an argument with them, you may be left hanging in the balance. Good morning, Barry. Exercise. Good morning, Barry and Liz. Good morning. Good morning. A blessed day to you too, Barry. Barry, you're one of them who helped to my little exercise so far is getting out of bed and start the day early. I'll be in bed now, maybe not asleep, but still laying down. So I'm happy that I am emulating your early morning walk. So I may not be walking right now, but my thoughts are with you just the same because it helps me to get out of bed and do something. Have a wonderful day, Barry. May God bless you too. A wonderful day to you and Liz as you do your walk. Guys, Barry is very, very uplifting and motivating, encouraging. He goes out in the mornings and do daily walks. And I know I've had that experience before. After you finish your walk, you feel like you're a new person. Going out to inhale that morning's air, sometimes hearing the birds chirping in the morning, that you may not hear those birds in the daytime. They're gone further into the woods where the trees are. And then in the evening time, they come out again when it's cool. Have a wonderful day, Barry. My thoughts are with you and Liz too. Yes, guys, so for your morning walks, go on to Barry. You can go on to Barry. It's a good thing to give your lungs and your muscles the exercise it needs. So let us get out of bed. Let us get out of bed and do something to activate the mind. You see, we can motivate people at times without even knowing that we are motivating somebody. And we don't have to go and say, I'm motivating you. But you can use your eyes, you can use your ears, your whole senses, and realize that something good can come off when you are motivated. And if a person cannot be motivated, they are going to be sad, not able to come out of that spot that they are in. Right? So motivation is key. It's key. It's beneficial. And there are times God sends people to motivate us, and we just stay, we don't respond. And sometimes when we respond, we don't know the wealth that we can gain. Because I know I can't stay in my bed. I have to get up and be up and about. But where I'm at, it's not convenient. So for me to go walking by myself, it's best to do it with another person. So thank you, Brother Barry and Sister Liz. Thank you. Yeah. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Whoever is watching me, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you guys. Wherever you are, happy Monday. Start of a working week. Persons are up and about and they are trying to see how best they can get their thing together. Children going to school, have to get them off. Husband going to work, house is buzzing, mother is going to work as well. Everybody's just up and about. Nobody wants to be late for work or for school, which is beautiful. Train yourselves to adapt to time. I like getting up early morning. If I even think I may want to do the live later, I can't afford to miss the early morning. It is so, so beautiful. So, so beautiful. So beautiful, guys. So beautiful. Today is June 16th. Mhm. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, wherever you are. Happy Monday. Happy to be alive, guys. I'm so happy to be alive. I couldn't keep laying in my bed. I said, let me get up. Let me get up and meet the world, meet others. Real, real, real. Christ so real to me. I love him because he gives us the victory. So many people doubt him, but I can't do without him. That is why I love him so. He's so real to me. Real, real, real. Christ so real to me. I love him because he gave us the victory. So many people doubt him, but I can't do without him. That is why I love him so. He's so real to me. Real, real, real. Christ so real to me. I love him because he gave us the victory. So many people doubt him, but I can't do without him. That is why I love him so. He's so real to me. Christ is real. He's real. And he's so real to me because I can talk about the goodness of the Lord towards me. He's so great. He's so wonderful. He never leaves us. We are the ones that are drifting away from him. But when times of trouble come upon us, we call on him. What a God. And he always answers. He knows what we will do before we even think it. He created us. He made us. So he knows our depth of our thoughts. He knows how far we go. And he knows how much we can manage. So never yet think that you can do more than your time. Never yet think that you know more than God. God is everlasting. From everlasting to everlasting, he is God. There's none before him. There's none after him. What is your problem, Lisa? What is your problem? What is your problem, Lisa? Why were you blocked, Lisa? You came yesterday and asked the same question, and you're here today again. What is your problem, Lisa? What is your problem? What is your problem, Lisa? What's the problem, Lisa? I'm trying to answer your question. I don't know. Just today you were blocked after saying hello. Why would one want to block you after you say hello? Did you say something rude? Why would they want to block you? I didn't see you come up this morning. Why would they? I don't know what you're trying to say. Where in the world are you watching, Lisa? I don't know if you were blocked or you were not blocked. Maybe you had said something and it was picked up and they blocked you. Oh, maybe you are going around making trouble and they blocked you and now you're coming to accuse me. I don't know. So what are you searching for now, Lisa? What are you searching for? You're searching for the person who may have blocked you? What is it that you want to talk about? What is it that you want to talk about, Lisa? I can accommodate you. If you are respectful, I can accommodate you. Oh, you follow me? Yes, that's true. But sometimes I like to open up and allow someone to come with saying something. So you have been following me. So you know that usually I have a topic. That's nice. But sometimes I come without a topic and allow persons to say something and we develop a conversation. I don't want to be just me alone saying. I like to hear from others. I like the interaction. What would you want to talk about this morning? You can say you may not have a topic in your brain now, but you may want to talk about something. I don't deal with politics and church. I avoid those two. If you realize I try not to discuss church or politics. You can talk about things happening in the environment, garbage, whatever. How you feel about females, males. Yesterday was Father's Day. What are your thoughts about Father's Day? Is it important? Are the fathers effective? There are so many things we can talk about. Not that I would want to go back to talking about fathers, because I think I have exhausted that over the weekend. Well, I don't entertain politics and religious talks because people vary, and I want my platform to be open so persons can be appreciative. So even my belief, I don't put it out onto others. I don't want anyone to feel threatened or anything like that. I want the persons to have their own beliefs. So they may want to say something. For example, some people believe in Jehovah God, some believe in Buddha, some is Hindu, Islam, Muslim, all Christian, all different. And the platform would not want to deny persons. But at the same time, this channel is not going to allow anyone to promote their beliefs because I'm not doing it. So if you're going to want some religious talks, maybe you could move on to another channel. It was nice meeting you, and maybe you will find because there are millions of channels. You will find other channels that will offer what you'd want to talk about. Okay. It happens in September. Okay. Well, in the west side, it always happens on the third Sunday or the third weekend in June. And Mother's Day is the second Sunday or the second weekend in May. So not everybody celebrate Father's Day or Mother's Day, but the day is noted to give some amount of respect to the fathers. And I realize that people are not, I don't know, Father's Day is kind of downplayed, low keyed. You don't hear anybody talking about it much. I don't know what is happening with fathers, why the day is like it's of no importance. However, Mother's Day is the opposite. Mother's Day is being celebrated as early up as March. Everybody is buzzing. You see it in the stores. You see it everywhere. You know, you see people wearing the colors that shows if they're relatives. Okay, you can go ahead and talk about some cultures. You can go ahead. What about a culture you'd like to talk about? What about the culture where you're at this moment? I would love to hear about it. And if others do come on too, they would like to hear about it. Where in the world are you watching me from that you would like to, you could share your culture because nobody can take that away from you. Whether or not a person appreciates another person's culture, it's up to those individuals, but we have to respect people's cultures. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So where in the world are you watching me from at this moment? Oh, you're Maori of the Polynesian people. You're in New Zealand. You see, you're very far away from me here in the West. Tell me a little about um, what what's the difference? You say you're Maori of the Polynesian people. So the Polynesian people have different tribes, and they are from one of the tribes. Good morning, Jerry. How are you doing? Not many persons are here, Jerry. Not many persons. So what? Good morning, Jerry. I was watching some of your the car thing yesterday, but I was getting bad connection. I keep getting cut off. I think it was a good event. Yes, the event was great, but I keep cutting out. And I can imagine those because the show was really nice. But I'm going to go back and see if after you have taped it, because it was live, so I was having a bit of a problem. Oh, the Polynesians have ancient ties to Akimbo, Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Oh, so the Polynesians are it's a great it's a great tribe then, right? It's a great tribe, and it spans in Africa, Asia, and the Americas. So one would say the Maoris, it's a great tribe then. It's a big tribe. So what are the other tribes they have? What are the other tribes they have? Yes, ma'am. Oh, they have their own. Polynesians have their own tribe. So how many tribes are there? New Zealand seems to be a place where they do a lot of animal rearing. They have a lot of pasture land. But I still am going to look. No, I'm going to also go and read up some more about Polynesians and their tribes. I, Abdullah made Kolao. I'm not sure I can pronounce your name properly, so forgive me. Hi, hello, good morning. How are you? Happy Monday to you too. As you come on in, you like up the live, thumbs up the live. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, yes, brother Jerry. It was a joy to watch those videos. But let's say I tried to get it in, but the connection I was having from my end was not good. But I'm going to try, as I say, I'm going to go back and look at it. I think it was a good video. Yeah, so the Polynesians, I read some things about the Polynesians in the past, but honestly, just on the spur of the moment, no, I can't pull up anything that much. But I know I've read about the Polynesians. So Maori is another tribe, and the Polynesians have their tribes. Do the tribes, if you're still there, Lisa, do the tribes unite with each other or they are separated? Oh, you were, yes. What? What? Whoa. Yes, I realized, Jerry, I was watching somewhere. When I could pick up, I realized, whoa, the Polynesians, they are great people, man. They are great. Just to name a few. And it's good that you're trying to share your culture in telling us about it, make us become more aware. Oh, you're all united on that treaty. That's wonderful, man. You're giving me information now under a treaty. So once the treaty stands, everybody unites. Okay. It's good that you're able to give such knowledge. I'm going to go and look at New Zealand. You see, guys, when you get information, you want to be so sure. You go back and look at it, and something you look and get even more because I know you're not able to deliver everything now, but you're giving me a little tip on the iceberg. So it will create an awakening now for me to want to go and read up something about New Zealand. So when I'm in a conversation, I can talk about New Zealand because I remember, I don't know if I know, when I was younger, we always talk about the New Zealand, um, was it New Zealand, but there were some things that were my country would normally import, and we'll see New Zealand on it. And I know the name New Zealand is a very great name. It's a great name, New Zealand. I think they do dairy. I don't remember. I know New Zealand do a lot of exporting. I don't know what they're doing now, but they normally export. They were big on the exporting, and it was a rated country. Tetia, good morning, Tetia. I didn't even see you. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Tetia? You're awake? I imagine you're on your way to work because you couldn't be in the bus now. You couldn't be wherever traveling now. You would be on your way out of the house. Yeah, because I remember reading about the some things about the Maori, about the Polynesian, some things about New Zealand. But you know, it has been a while, so I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to pretend. So I know you guys have, um, you're over on the east side, and I know that you people have always have strong winters. I think you have you have less sunshine. I don't remember. I don't want to say it wrong, but I see. I can remember it's a very cold place. Yet that you're on your way to work. I'm happy you could peep in on me. I had to force myself out of the bed, but I'm glad, because if I was even in the bed, I would not be sleeping. And I'll be wondering, should I go on the live? Should I not? And by the time I keep asking myself the question, the time is running away. So it makes sense. I get up, enjoy some of the morning's beauty, and give the Lord thanks for another day, for waking us all up and allowing us to experience life one more time. Because if we sleep off, never to wake, we won't even know that we were experiencing death. You say, oh my God is so great. We go to bed in the nights and we rest, get a good sleep, and we up. And we remember to say, thank you, Lord, for the night's rest. So we have to be thankful. When we're among the land of the living, no matter how the struggles are, we have to be thankful. Yes, my New Zealand friend is here trying to share about her culture, and I find it a little interesting, but I will still have to go and read up. I remember hearing some things about the Maori, the Polynesians, and New Zealand, but that has been such a while now. So I will have to go later and refresh my brain. Don't we normally get butter from? Yeah, yes. That's why I say you people have when you're having winter, you're having summer. We call it the what am I the name right now? Yes, yes. And December to April for us is cold. We're having winter then. So I remember there was a difference. So I'm happy that you bring that up. And even when we do lives, and if we doubt any information, we can go and look up ourselves and become, knowledgeable. Yeah, so it's like you're having they have the term for the season when one part of the world is having summer, the other side is whatever the term is having winter. I always see them in their on their farms, and they always have. I think they do a lot of dairy, butter, milk. New Zealand. I think were they the ones who do Anchor butter? Does New Zealand exports Anchor butter among some of the things I'm trying to remember? Okay, my culture, you say we are similar, but I don't want to say yes because that's what come to my mind. Because growing up, Anchor butter was a butter that everybody, even know that everybody likes. And I remember when we get bread, when my family buy Hello Gojo buys bread, and the bread is warm from the bakery. You just get a piece of Anchor butter and put on the bread, and it was so nice. Yeah, I can remember Anchor butter distinctly because I grew up liking Anchor butter. So, you know, and it was at that time it was not so very cheap, but it is still, you know, I think it is still a well rated butter. Good morning, Gojo. How are you doing? Um, so you see, when countries trade with each other, we have to look at the product, where they are from, and sometimes we can't read the writings, like when the Chinese or other countries, some writings, if it is in English, we may be able to read it well, but it's always good to read the labels of products because it's like even corned beef in the tin. I associate it all the while with Brazil, right? Brazil, because I remember some name brand places for certain products, cars, and my USA and other places. So in my culture back home, we observe different days. Like we do observe Mother's Day, Father's Day, but as I say religiously, not everybody. You're not forced to observe it, right? And we observe like national holidays. We have Labor Day. We observe our heritage, our heritage, right? When we talk about our heritage, we're speaking about our ancestors. Our ancestors are from Africa and Europe, because then, but during the time of slavery, we were mixed breeding, so we have mix up. So our motto now become out of many one people. So there were many different races, intermarrying and so forth. So you have some people looking different, but the bloodline is there. And we also celebrate, not me, but the country nationally celebrates Christmas, independence. We are supposed to be an independent nation from Britain. However, we are still being, should I say, sub, I don't want to say supervised. We are still being managed. There is a better word, managed, by the monarchy of Britain, which is now the king, and is represented there in my country as a governor general, represented by a governor general. So we have a prime minister. The governor general is the head of the state. Then you have the prime minister coming down in that fashion. We also have a House of Parliament, which has, I think it's 60 or 63 um, member of parliaments, which are responsible for each constituency. Right. So you see, I don't want to repeat, but I'm just trying to highlight you. I think we are more on the British monarchy. British monarchy. So what language does, although I see you fluent with the English, what language does New Zealand, what is it, the language that New Zealanders, or I don't want to say Polynesians, which is the name being used now? Is it New Zealand or Polynesian? Because we don't really hear the name New Zealand. Is it Polynesian? No, and not New Zealand. So you see, so the ideas are basically the same, and there are other little things that people do. We have traditions, you know, in the Caribbean. For example, when a person becomes unalive, whatever means, whether it's natural or, you know, we normally have what is known as a nine night or a wake, right? So the night before the person is going to be buried, you have what's similar to a party. You will have food and eating and merrymaking, but it's not a matter of just merrymaking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sister T, to know is to know. I go to every level. That is why I thought I detected something last night. But yeah, three official languages: English, Maori, and New Zealand Sign Language. Okay. Wow. I'm happy that you are here this morning, Lisa. Really happy. You're highlighting my knowledge some more. I just hope that you're not trying to trick me and run away and leave me standing with a broken heart. Yeah, you have three official language. So I guess that is why we got the butter. New Zealand butter. That butter was so nice, I'm telling you. Just you don't have to it was so rich then. Put a little anchor butter, a little New Zealand butter. So they do sign language. And you know you're picking my memory, my thoughts now to later, hopefully today, I can get some time to go and research some things about the Polynesians. In particular, and you say you're a Maori. You know, that is why I say instead of persons going around doing trolling, you see how much a person can learn. And then when you educate yourself, you know that you're educating yourself for yourself. You're helping to educate somebody else. You know, and I believe in education. What better way should I put it now? I believe in education, Titia, and for all concerned. And that's why sometimes I can detect some things. And sometimes when I see persons trying to use people, not because you don't know or understand. Okay, maybe that's why I know so a little about it. We are partners to the British monarchy, but the English version makes Maori are under the. You know, there's a difference there. The English version in New Zealand, according to the Maori Treaty, you know, you are partners with the British. But in the English version, which is a British version, they may marry under the British monarchy. You see, it's a big difference, you know. It's a big difference right there. So one of these days, you may have a split. I hope that it just keep going like that. So more than likely, you would be having maybe a governor general there, like us. Most of the Caribbean countries are under the monarchical rule. Most of them. Some are under French. You know, there are a few. It is mixed in the Caribbean, but my country in particular is still under the monarchy of British. Yes. So although we got our independence, we are an independent nation. We still, yes, that is what yes let me finish it. Although we're an independent nation, we we still have the British monarchy. You know, and sometimes it bothers me to think that when you become an independent, you're on your own. So if you're going to be independent on one hand, and on the other hand, you're going to be managed to a point. You know, the independence there. But there are some things that are laws in books that the people on a whole will not know. Because some information, I think, over the years, whatever it is mainly, you know, under international law, the marriage. Okay. Yeah. Some countries in the Caribbean are independent. Jamaica is an independent country. But sometimes one would think that when you look at when you were in being an independent country, and now you have to still have a visa to go, and at the same time, although we're independent, we still have a monarchy at our head. So the contrast is there. The monarchy is there represented as the head of state, and we are an independent nation. We were independent on August 6th, 1962. So you see, and that is why sometimes generations coming down, the way how things were viewed in the early time when they were preparing the independent declaration and all of that, when you look at it now, you find that there's persons that are coming up with ideas to move away from it, from the monarchical rule. Because if you have certain cases and you can afford it, you can take it to the Privy Council in England, and that is, wow, millions of dollars. And you may go there with it and you'll still lose the case. So it is a bit high technical, for being an independent nation. And I remember Cayman is still under British rule, and they are happy. They are very happy, you know. And their dollar, it makes their dollar stronger. They are more, I would say, they are richer. But when some countries look at themselves as being an independent nation from Britain or the British, it's like you're still in the baby stage. And that is like 63 years. It is going to be, this year will be 63 years since we become an independent nation. And if you look back, we would have had some achievements, but on a wider scale, one would try to analyze to say, where are we going? Look at your achievements, and is this enough? So they are now thinking. The ideas are there where they want to go republic. I don't know if they go republic, if it is going to help the country politically. I don't know. But this republic business is being talked about. It has been out there how much they want to go republic. So when they go republic, the monarchical governor general will be no more. So the head of state would have been the person, like you said, the prime minister, whoever is prime minister would have become the head of state. Good morning, Skylar Woolvine. Good morning to you. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Lisa, I'm happy that you're here. I have just a few more minutes to go, and I must say that I enjoyed the conversation. And are you um are you on summer? Uh, no, are you on summer break now or not summer break? What is it like? What is it the school system like? What time of day do they go to school? Or when I say school, I mean generally. You don't have to be a student. Have a great day, Skylar. What, like I know, I've listened to someone from Kenya in Africa. I was so enthused when he was talking about the hours for school. Children are at school as early as 9, and they're at school, if Tetia remembers, if she's still there, they're at school until sometimes 6 o'clock and 6:30. And I would think that they would be bored, but based on how I'm getting it, they are not bored because they have good transportation that takes them to school and back home. And it allows for the parents to work. Can you imagine? Because they take education seriously. When that guy was explaining, I was so taken aback because too many times we think of persons from other countries as if they are not going anywhere, they are backward. And they are not backward. And if transportation is good and the education system, and I've met quite a few persons from Kenya, even at my church, and they are no fools, they are not dumb. And I can't, sometimes I just have to take back my thoughts to myself, keep it to myself and say, people tend to look at others as if, they are dumb, but they're not dumb. They're not dumb. Okay, so you're boasting, telling me that you're a grandmother. That's so beautiful. They live across from the road, so they don't necessarily have to walk for long distances, right? That's so nice. And they have a saying, when you're living so close to school, they always come to school late. They always come to school late because they are too close. But you just go across the road. I'd love to look at some pictures later on. Maybe not today, hopefully, but hopefully soon. To go on the internet and surf. And guys, you can do the same. Because when we learn about other people's culture, it makes us become so aware. We don't have any time. That is why I view social media as an uplifting. You will have some people who go about causing problems and not having anything to contribute. They make other people's lives miserable. And I can imagine you took your time. They're late. Okay. I enjoy having you this morning. I'm telling you the truth. And I still hope that one day you'll still come around again and tell us some more about your culture. And it's good that you chose to talk about the cultural aspect. So, what is the main religion they have there? No, I'm not going into religion, just asking. Do you have a lot of Sunday worshiping or Sabbath, or what is it like? Do people take it Christianity, or I should say, what are the different religions that you have? Like some places have are the different yeah, I know the denominations would have been wide, but the popular ones, I know you have, like, maybe I don't know if there you have Muslim and Islam and Buddha and all those things. But whatever it is, people people do worship. I remember when I look at pictures of New Zealand, I see a lot of pasture land, a lot of cows. And the cows, they look so well fed out there on the grass, whatever they were eating the grass. And the place, and I look at the dressing, how they dress. It has been a long time. And you could see that the place was cold. So I would view New Zealand as a cold place. That's beautiful. They're mainly Christians. So you're more in line like the British. So before, because I would have you chatting all morning. What time of day is it there now? Because where I'm at, it's 7:11. I'd love for you to come back another time. I don't want you to say, um, I'm causing you to send the children to school late. But what time is it there now in your where you're at watching me? I guess this is a beautiful morning. This is a morning when and you know that 11 p.m. right now. You're in South Auckland. I've heard that name before too, Auckland. So yeah, it's 11 p.m. and I'm just at 7:11. You're roughly 16 hours or so, right? Okay. Lord, thank you, Jesus, to send somebody to enlighten me this morning and enlighten others. I am so, so happy that, see, that's why I'm trust, the song say, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. You know, just to have you on this morning and sharing, I can tell that the others who are looking on, they are elated, they are happy, right? Because we are learning. So it's midsummer, yeah. It's midsummer, so you're soon going to fall, and it's burning hot. Well, in the Caribbean, we have a tropical weather. It's always hot. But where I'm at, we are in spring going into summer, and it's get warm. We get a lot of rain, and the summers here can be roasting. But I'm not in the Caribbean just now. The summers in the US can be roasting at times. Yes, man, the sun. But I never envisioned New Zealand as a place where they get a lot of sunshine. I always see it as a cold, with cold and wet. And I look at the way all the people were dressed. But, maybe it was at that time, which was a long time. Yes, I would imagine. So all the animals has to be taken in from outside and put inside the barn. And I realized a lot of persons were into this dairy business. A lot of animals, a lot of cows, and they have big barns. And then they would show the cows, especially having the hay, big stock of hay around. And the cows are inside warm because outside is too cold. Yes, Lisa. Lisa, you have been a blessing. The Lord guide you here this morning. And I do hope I didn't bore you by having you talking so much. But really, Lisa, you have enlightened me and others. And it's a pleasure to have you. And that is why, I was saying to it's going to rain right now, my other viewers and my other subscribers, and I have some faithful subscribers. I was saying that I normally do my live streaming in the evenings, like say 8 o'clock to about 10:30. Yes, I remember some place they have a lot of snow and cold. Oh, that was the South Island. But this is like I'm doing a documentary, a live documentary. I was saying that I want to reach persons who are so many hours difference. So if I stick to just using the evenings, I'm not going to reach enough. I'm not going to be educating myself enough, and even my other viewers, right? They'll be lacking. So I said, let me try the morning. And I remember when I made the decision, I remember I'm always being told, early bird catches the first worm. And the other one is early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So I say, let me try. It's not yet 7 days, but I say, let me try the morning part because I want to reach persons from another part. And I met with persons who were 18, 20 hours, 24. When I'm here with you now, and now it's just morning. It's not yet 8 o'clock. And it's not yet 8 a.m. And you're gone into after 11 p.m. Into 11 p.m. you're nearing midnight. Hi, Charity. Good morning, Charity. I don't forget you, Charity. And don't forget you, Charity. I push in with the double H. I never hear of this one. First up, best dress. That's a good one. So first up, best dress is when you're up early, you have time to put your things together. But when you're late, you're like when I'm late, I'm confused. I'm just rushing, and you lose out. So you find that if you're going to be preparing yourselves to go out and you're up late, you're not going to be properly. Because something is going to be missing. You may not get a good shower. You may not be able to find the blouse to fit the skirt. Something may not be in order. And once you're late, it makes your day bad. So whatever you're doing, I always say I prefer to be early. And I enjoy the morning up, guys. It's just that I would love to do some walking outside, but people don't really walk here. And I don't want to be outside alone, walking up and down. And the next thing, things can happen to you because nobody is there to give a second opinion. So I said, where I'm at, I can be out of my bed. And nobody said I should be in bed until the sun is up. And my shift of work is in mainly in the afternoon. And I said, then if I wait until in the evening, I'm home from work, I'm so tired that my brain is not putting out enough. No, I'm up early. I'm thinking, dear God, send somebody. And sometimes the trollers they come and make me so discouraged. But in the midst of my discouragement, I see God working out wonders, wonders, and it makes me so happy. I feel so good. And if you had come here by mistake, don't think it was a mistake. God sent you. God sent you. And you're here to help educate us. Maybe this one trip would not be enough. Maybe you're going to be one that will be on my live in the mornings because can you imagine when I go live 9 p.m., 9 p.m. my time, it is very, you're going to be upbeat. So if now is a good time, I'm going to keep my 6 a.m., keep up my 6 a.m. Anything I'm going to miss would have to be the PM. I've been on the PM for quite a few months. But I love it. I love what you're sharing. And if you're saying anything that is not as it is, we will all see. And I have no reason to doubt what you're saying because what would it profit? So I enjoy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to, yes. I see, I see where it would have been nice, really nice to have you be a part of my channel. I would love to see you come back another time. And when you come back, I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to surprise you, but I won't say what it is until when you return. And I'm going to keep my end of the bargain, right, Charity and Tetia and Jeremy, if you're still there. I'm going to keep my end of the bargain. I'm going to keep to the 6 a.m. and see what can come from the 6 a.m. because I know in the evenings persons are tired and they want to go and relax. But I realize in the morning there's an alertness. People are so focused, right? And Charity, I know you're about 8 hours or more ahead. And I don't forget your Charity. I have to go and look at some of your videos because I enjoy being on your channel too. I enjoy being on your channel. Lisa, before you go, let me ask you. I was so caught up with the conversation, I did not get to ask you. Do you have a channel? Um, do you have a channel, Lisa? Yes, I'd love for you to be back. Um, yes, I'd love for you to be back. I don't see any reason why you don't. I was just about to make a note and subscribe to your channel. Do you intend having a channel anywhere, anytime in the near future? Tatian, believe me, you see how God can work when we just put things in His hand. I was hoping that you're there, Tatian. Only one thing, she doesn't have a channel, but somehow, Lisa, I still, even though you don't have a channel, you're not the only person in the life that does not have a channel. Maybe later on you will. Maybe right now you are not. Maybe you didn't think about it, but you can have it in the back of your brain. Do any of your grandchildren, well, grandchildren go to school, does any of your relatives in the home, or do you have anybody that has a channel so they could say some things to you to help to encourage you? Because one thing I encourage person, I never know I could have enjoyed having a channel. I'm telling you, Lisa, up front. The thing is, why I like social media and having a channel, it helps me, just like now with you and others. I don't know the people them on the live, but it helps me to learn more. The people on the live know, and even those subscribers who, yeah, some subscribers, they don't really, it's not possible for them to be on. Maybe they're working hours. That is why I said the Lord lead me to say you need to share the different time, test the water, go elsewhere. Don't stay one part on the beach. The water depth is vary. Go out, go forward, sideways, and meet other persons. And it is blossoming that right now I say to myself, I think I like the morning, but I can't abandon the evening. I remember when I just started, I normally do from 11 to 12, and I would get persons mainly from India, that side, you know. And then I say, let me come down because let me come down to the evening. And then I say, I want to go to the morning. I try the nights, but what I do, I do silent live at times, but the part of the night between, say, 1 and 4, I think my brain wants to rest more at that time. Yes, the morning life is good. You have the trollers, but it's better because today you can see. I'm not making this up. It is better. I think in the evening. Oh my, Lisa, thank you. And I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to having you soon. I'm looking forward to having you soon. I enjoyed your company. I enjoyed your sharing, and we will never share too much because what? We will have so much to share, and you share, me share, and even other persons on the live, they can also pose questions to you, and you can pose questions. That is how we learn. We interact and share. Without interacting, we can't learn. So we can't just come and sit. But me myself, I'm so, I don't want to say surprised. I'm so kind of, you know, when I see all this coming up because very few persons come on any live and really talk. They're always shy. And I've heard persons in the past saying that they can't bother with the live stream because people are not talking, they are not saying anything. So you come and you have paved the way now. Hi Joshua, good morning. Good morning, how are you doing? And I do hope that Lisa, you'll come again and again and again and again and never stop coming. Thank you so much, Lisa. My heart goes out to everything that you have said, and I believe you, and I think you're going to come again. And if you had a channel, believe me, I would come and subscribe to it by the time I'm finished with this live. But until such time, walk good, take care of yourself, and hope we meet soon. Bye, Lisa. Have a wonderful day, and may God be with you throughout. Thank you for being on the live. I know this was not anything of you doing or me doing. I think the Lord was there. Joshua, please, please, Joshua, you just come on the live, and I'm trying to avoid persons. If you're going to do a timeout, let me know before. Please, whether the person says something good or bad, indicate to me before doing any timeout. I appreciate you guys, but please indicate, because there are so much things that can affect the algorithm. And there are some things I will have to let it go by, because it will pull down the algorithm, as I'm told. So please, anybody that is going to time out, somebody indicate to me first. Because you will see something that I don't see. Because right now I was so caught up with the conversation with Lisa that maybe something could have passed me by. But please, guys, you're going to time out somebody, let me know, indicate to me before. Don't go timing out people, because it will pull down the algorithm. And maybe sometimes it is not a good point they make, and the point may not be nice in our sight, but maybe that's the only way they can express themselves. So sometimes we have to look past it. So please, because right now I don't know what I didn't even see this person's name. Understand me, Joshua? I'm not trying to get at you, but still yet, because I'm trying to view each person individually. Some people will never know to express themselves. They will never know. They were not taught, and some are just outright rude. But the fact still remain. I'm not here to change people. I'm here to build my algorithm. But at the same time, I have to focus on what is decent. So when I go through at the end of the life now, I'm able to say, oh, this person has to be. But sometimes the person, if you know what I mean, we all want our channel to grow within a certain time, and you know how the algorithm stays. So I don't mind, but I want to be notified first. You understand me? Because sometimes they try to get attention, and sometimes they do more harm than good. You understand? Because what if this lady was a troller at this point in time, and then she proved herself as a troller at the end? I could never delete her, because she has been conversing, interacting right throughout the thing. You understand me? So sometimes we have to. That is why I try to nip the bud as soon as they come in. But at the same time, I have to focus on, if I'm going to give a person time out, how much it's going to affect the algorithm. So if it was up, yeah, if you understand me, we have to try and find ways. You understand me? Me no want we are here. I'm here almost over 19 minutes. You understand me, Joshua? And I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking generally, even with you on your channel, because you have some people, they don't do on their channel, they do it on another person's channel. You understand me? And you have some trollers, they go to some channel and they will help to build that channel, and some go to another one and they tear it down. So even though I don't want people to just put anybody on timeout. Anybody you see, you bring it to my attention. You understand me? So me can go back on, because I'm trying to reach my watch hours, honestly. And it's that I don't want to put up with any foolishness from any of those people who come. But at the same time, I want to feel free to know that this person had said this. And I had to say, yes, delete Joe Brown. Or if I realize that, you put it to my attention and I say, oh, it could probably stay. You know? So sometimes we have to know. I don't want you to feel bad. Because if this lady, having said so much this morning, she was on for, and I've been, you know, and you have some of them, when they come on, you can know readily. So you know better entertain the conversation. Because if this lady know, in the end, had had proved her to be a troller for some comments she may make in the end, I would still have to keep the conversation, because I would have lost over an hour of, interacting. And we know that YouTube is pushing for interaction. And maybe that's some of the troll of them, because some of them, they are so perfectly timed and poised. It's not easy to identify them. But there's always something that comes up, that shows them up. And then we can go blocking everybody. We don't know who we may block. You understand me? And I've been on a channel since weekend here, and I feel so bad. The lady doing her thing nicely, and there were some persons in the blue coat. You understand me? And they write some terrible things. The lady was so shocked. Some persons have to be telling her, don't worry, don't worry. I felt it, and I said to myself, it could be me doing a live. And it was a split thing with a host. So sometimes they put on the blue coat when they come and they cause trouble. You understand me? When I say put on, we give them blue coats because the lady gave them blue coats. How long they had it, I don't know. And that's why the other day I kept saying that the blue coats are temporary, and it's just, to have moderators assisting, because the host alone cannot. And sometimes there's only one moderator on. Sometimes you have more than one, and there are times you have a lot of people who are moderators. And when you look, you're on a live for so long and they are not on, then they don't come. And Joshua, you always come on first. Don't get me wrong, you always come on first. But it's not otherwise you be first, because you're busy too. And then you come on first, and then you spend some time, and then you go. Right? I don't force people to stay on because they have their different obligations. So just think about it, guys. You see something that I don't see, bring it to my attention first. Don't go, because I can imagine if this lady this morning, she had my head, this morning, if she was really proven to be a troller, believe me, Joshua, I couldn't block her. I would have to just end the live right there and go with it. Because if I block her, then I would have lost everything. And that's why it is good in the beginning to try and, no matter how smart we are, some of these people, they were themselves bloggers, or, you understand? So some of them, they lost their channel, they're disappointed. Some are mentally challenged. Some, they're out of a job. There are some situation. But I don't want to entertain no trollers. So I try to find out means. I could be wrong at times, to find a means to determine if this one could be. And my judgment may be wrong. My judgment may be wrong. You understand me? So please, guys, if you see something, you alert me to it. Because this conversation this morning, I can tell you, in less than an hour and a half, has been one of the best ones. And those who are on with me, that you can prove, is one of the best. Road Back Home will say is the bestest one I've had. And I'm so surprised. And because of that, I'm going to hold on to my mornings, my 6 o'clock. And see, it is now 7:37. So I'm not even here 2 hours. So that's why I encourage everybody. You see, until you have a channel and you realize certain things, you're going to see what I'm trying to say. But maybe you're not seeing it yet, but you will see it. Right? I don't want to cause any little funny feeling, but I'm just trying to enlighten things that I've noticed over the past few days. Because as a person, I can comment, me get rid of them. And even the same fellow YouTuber saying, no, you can't get rid of them so quickly. You have to take your time. Take your time. But you see, when you're gone too far into a conversation, which proves meaningful, and they come with stories, you have to just accept it right there and just end the live. Because it doesn't make sense you're going to delete an hour of interacting. You maybe probably get so many hours out of it. So I'm just sharing. Please, guys, I prefer if you see something, you alert me first. Don't Better you, if I see you put a positive vibes or something, then it will catch my eyes. Or sometimes, when I want to scroll, the thing doesn't move. And sometimes it moves so quickly that you miss. And then when I caught up in the conversation, I'm not looking out for any more negative, I'm just focusing. But when I do go back, before I end the live, I try to go back and look, I will see some of the things in. So, guys, it's the first I'm doing a live in the morning and ending at about an hour and a half. And I think at the hour and a half is good because we have a big day ahead. I have to go fix breakfast and I won't be going to work until in the afternoon. So there are some things I have to do, some videos. I have to go do the 5 a day challenge, and I have to go watch videos on other people's channel, support other people's lives. I can't just be doing me alone, because I still want the support. So I'm going to leave the channel now at another few minutes. So let me thank you guys for coming. No hard feelings. I just try to express, and have a wonderful day. And may the Lord's blessing be with you throughout, not just now, but forevermore. You'll be at peace with yourself and with others. And may your day be productive and well achieved. And let us be nice with each other, right? Because at the end of the day, we have to pull up each other. We can't just go or just gone, disappear and leave the others. So let us help each other because we need each other's help. So take care and have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And I hope you had all enjoyed your Father's Day and is looking to having something nice, having a pleasant day at work. So, peace out, everybody. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. I just need this. Oops. I need to put it back here. It's a little dark. Mhm. Peace out, people. I have to do the 5 a day challenge. Wow. Morning, Patrick. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Mm-mm. I'm up. Oops. Pat's Kitchen, you come at the end of the life. I'm going in the kitchen now. Later, Pat. Mm-hmm. Wow, wow, wow. Open up the window there. Let me show. Mm-hmm. Okay. Happy to have you, Pat. Coming in live almost finished. Me just let it go in a little bit. Mhm. I'm doing great, Pat. Mm-hmm. Mhm. In Christ there is no east or west. Good morning, Good morning. The life is almost at an end now. I'm trying to be there still. I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. Washed in His fountain, by His blood, joint heirs with Jesus.